little bit about finding sources. I think I've already put a bunch of stuff on here. In fact, I know there's already a bunch of stuff on here about finding sources. There's a couple of library videos that the library Learning Resources Center people produce that are very helpful ways to find sources. But I'm just going to walk you through a process that works really, really well, and which I think you'll really appreciate, considering that you now know how to do documentation. So, from the front page of the BCTC website, if we go to current students and we scroll all the way down, we click on library, we go to find an article, and then we scroll to one of the main general databases. Now there are specialty databases here that you can look at, but the ones for the purposes of our what we're doing, these here with the general databases tend to work the best. So I'm a big fan. Any of these are good. My favorite one is Academic OneFile, so we're getting in there. I'm going to put in my username and password from home, because you can do this from anywhere in the world. Did I spell it right? Yes, I did. Okay, I have a kitten on the keyboard who is kind of getting in my way, so I keep having to move him. Anyway, oops, wait, we got caps lock on. We don't want that. I believe the kitten is the one who turned on the cap lock. So here we go. Let's go. Let's get in here. Hopefully it won't take forever. Looks like it's working. And here we go. So we're in Academic OneFile. And I can scroll down, see everything here. And looky here, this is what's really cool. Look. Academic OneFile contains over 74 million articles and was updated as recently as today. So, I know y'all want to get on and Google your way to a research paper, but I'm telling you, this is a much better place to find quality sources. Remember, for your research paper, 50% of your sources have to come from periodicals or books. And you can find those online. That's fine. You don't have to find print copies. God forbid we should go to the library and have to sit and look through, books and things in the library. But the nice thing about Academic OneFile is that it allows you the chance to have access to bazillions, as you can see, of periodicals and scholarly journals. Periodicals are magazines, newspapers, that kind of thing. And again, of course, academic journals, all of this stuff. These are your best sources, people. These are sources that have some level of accountability. You get on the internet and you just look on people's websites for information, and you can find anything. Crazy Joe Billy Bob can put anything he wants on the internet and pretend it's true. And then here you come doing your research paper, and you don't know what quality that information is providing you with. So, periodicals that are in here in this database have to be fact-checked. They have to be vetted. These publications have a responsibility to their readers, and believe me, wouldn't last long if they were just publishing basically a bunch of bullshit. So, unfortunately, on the internet, you get onto anybody's website, and there could be a bunch of bullshit, and you might not know it. So, get in here, and we can do just the basic search, which is fine, or you can do up here an advanced search, which is what I prefer because it gives me a lot more ability to fine-tune exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to say, let me think of your, okay, I'm thinking about some of your sources. I'm going to say, let's see. You want to make sure you spell it right, okay? So, and I didn't spell it right, obviously, because I see that so, spell right, because sometimes people say, I couldn't find anything. Well, you didn't spell it right. Pharmaceutical advertising. That's one keyword. And you can search on keyword, you can search on author, you can search on, if you know it's in an actual publication, you can put that in there. You can search on a lot of different things. So pharmaceutical advertising, keyword, and then let's see, consumer. I don't know if we're going to find anything. And then I'm always going to click this full text document so that I get things that I can actually use. They're not just article titles and a brief description. It's actually the full article itself. So I go here and I say search. I don't know if we'll come up with anything. That's the thing about research. Sometimes you got to come at the same topic in a million different ways to get what you need. So let's just say search and see if anything happens. And lo and behold, we got 17 academic journals, 59 magazines, and 43 newspapers. Now, that doesn't mean that all of these are going to be exactly about what I'm looking for or what I'm even doing my paper on. But, oh dear golly, look at this first thing on the list. The effect of direct-to-consumer advertising, that means all those drug ads, of prescription drugs on market share, sales, consumer welfare, and health benefits. Dang nab, this is a jackpot, people. This is a very long article. Look at that, 7,000. That doesn't mean it's great or anything like that. It's just you know what you're getting into. You're going to be doing a lot of reading if you pick this article, but that's a good thing. It probably is chock full of super good stuff. We've got, this is a possibility. I look down through here. This might be useful if you're trying to, if you're writing saying that the pharmaceutical advertising is a bad idea. This might be helpful to you. You got all kinds of things here that you can, oh wow, see, that's a good one too. Lots and lots and lots of different things. But these are just the academic journals. These are just the academic journals. If we go and click on magazines, we get a whole new list of 59 magazine articles on this very, very topic. Okay. There we go. Oh, God, wow. All sorts of good stuff. Some stuff. This means DTC is direct-to-consumer ads. So study finds direct-to-consumer ads not effective. That could be an interesting thing. Who knows what you're looking at. One thing to think about if you're talking about the American market, you need to be thinking about where your publications come from. This is obviously the Australian Nursing Journal. It might be relevant to what we're talking about here, but it might not, because they have different laws regarding consumer advertising, pharmaceutical advertising, pharmaceutical regulation. If you're getting stuff out of Europe, for example, where socialized medicine is the norm, unless you're trying to prove that we need to go that route, which you might be, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. So, you have to really think about where is this information coming from? What country is it talking about? All kinds of good stuff here. Wow, all kinds of good stuff. We go up here and we can even click on this, and we've got now an additional 43 news articles that we can come through and find things that might work, might not, who knows, could be useful. The thing about research is that you're going to have to read a lot of stuff. And a lot of articles you're going to read will not yield information you can use in your paper, so you just got to check them. Research takes time. It takes several hours. This is why you don't want to wait until the night before that formal outline is due to start doing your reading, or you're going to be in deep doo-doo. So we go down here. Let me see. Let me just see if we can find something. On TV, help educate consumers. I find that. Oh, that's a letter to the editor. So there you go. I'm sure it's written by a pharmaceutical advertiser. Anyway, we go on down. Look at your length. Look at the, what type of article it is. Okay, this looks perhaps, worthwhile. So we click on this one. And let's say we end up using this article for some reason. The groovy thing is that when we scroll down to the very bottom of the articles, voila! Source citation, already done for us for our works cited page. Yes, you just highlight that sucker, cut and paste it right onto your works cited page that you're actively developing as you find sources. And so now you don't even have to get on EasyBib to go sort it all out. You don't have to pull your hair out thinking, oh my God, how do I do this source citation? It's done for you. If that's not a good reason to get into Academic OneFile to do your research, I don't know what is. Why are you crying? Why are you crying, little kitty? Sorry, excuse me. Kitty was crying. Anyway, so I know we've already seen a video on this. I've got other videos on here about this, but I'm putting this on the announcement thing today because I know y'all are getting ready to really get into the super duper, crux of your researching. And I want to make sure that everybody remembers, hey, Academic OneFile is your friend. It's a great place to go find good quality, credible articles, credible sources that you can use in your paper with confidence that it's not, something that some lunatic made up and put on the internet. Because believe you me, there's a lot of stuff like that out there. So hope this helps. Use the tool. And again, sometimes you have to search, on a million different words and keywords and all that kind of stuff to find what you're looking for. But that's part of research. So good luck to everybody. And if you haven't already gotten me your pointed thesis, which is going to be due later on here very soon, make sure you're getting that together, because we got to move quickly on this. Formal outlines are due later this week, and after that, boom, rough drafts, and then you turn your final paper in and we're done. So you can't drag your feet. Good luck, and I'm here if you need me.